Even as a child, I was concerned about relationships. Oh, wait. Can you see
I can see your script here, yes.
Okay, then that first picture comes up. Especially between my mother and my father. As I've grown older and have children of my own, their relationships with each other, with us as parents, and with their extended family members have given me lots of thought, lots of worry, and lots of joy. So today, I've decided to talk about relationships, particularly the relationships between our children and their siblings. It's been wonderful through the years to watch how these relationships have changed and grown. Those who fought like cats and dogs are now the best of friends. And some that didn't have much to do with each other because of age, differences have found new friendships in each other. Some relationships have grown stronger. Others were already strong. As our children were growing, there were teachings, teasings, hurt feelings, misunderstandings, and all-out wars. But there was also fun, sharing, and wonderful relationships and love. And that love is even stronger now that they're grown. Today, I'm going to share some of these feelings and experiences as told by the children themselves. One time, this is from Mary Ann. One time, Jane and I were playing with the balloons as we begged Mom to buy us at Grand Central. Mom encouraged us to tie the balloons to our wrists to keep them from floating off, but we, being the responsible 5- and 7-year-olds, insisted that we could hold them ourselves. We excitedly ran about the yard watching the balloons falling behind. We probably had them less than an hour before the inevitable happened. Jane let go of her string, and we both watched horror-stricken as the balloons floated carelessly away. My older sister ran into the house devastated and crying, and as I, still holding my beautiful balloon, that's the next one, boy, followed after, watching her balloon disappear into nothing. The delightful afternoon was spoiled, and my balloon was a painful reminder of Jane and the awful thing that had just happened to her. Sharing was out of the question. What fun is there anyway with two people sharing one balloon? Jane wouldn't have wanted to play with my balloon anyway. Besides, my balloon had lost all its charm for me. I couldn't stop thinking about the terrible moment when we watched her balloon drift out of the reach of her straining fingers. I made a decision. Rather than play alone with my balloon, I would stand by my sister and make a sacrifice. Therefore, making us even, and we could play together happily again. Letting mine go in the backyard was considered but dismissed because of the anguish the first had caused. Solemnly, I gave my balloon to Dad and asked him to perform the final rites. The life of the balloon. Jane and I sat together on the stairs, tense and melancholy, plucking our ears against the inevitable bang. We didn't hear it, and Dad came back downstairs with no evidence of the deed. Now we were even. Mary Ann was happy. My sister, oh, that was the picture. My sister never forgot that act of love. And this is from Big Bear. All of the children loved the new baby John. One evening, I came home from work ready to play with him, Farrell, 4 years old, had John on his lap. So I asked him if I could take him, and he said I had him first. I replied, yes, I know, Farrell, but you get to play with him all day long, and I only see him for a short time in the evening. He refused again. Finally, after some insistent persuasion, reluctantly, he let me take the baby. But as I took John from his lap, Farrell sat, pouting markedly. He's not your baby. So I asked, well, whose baby is he, Farrell? To this he answered, he belongs to the whole family. John, 7 years old. Farrell fought me today. He was strong, but I was strong too. One day I was playing and Farrell punched me while I was playing. Today, Laura helped me beat up Farrell. John, 15 years old. You'll notice that Laura has a nice beaming smile and a friendly way about her. She looks like the kind of girl you can really trust. But watch out. Keep an eye on your shoes and other things lying about. Before you know it, they'll be hidden under couches or chairs, behind pillows or doors, and when you're ready to leave, to go somewhere, you won't be able to find them. And Laura will have such an angelic look on her face that you would never suspect she would do such a thing. Boyd. My phone conversation with Lynn last night has had an unexpectedly profound impact on me and has helped me to remember who I am. The effect that this conversation has had on me totally has taken me off guard. I've been oscillating between smiling and crying ever since. My heart has been bursting. Maybe it's just that it's been so long, years, since we really talked. Maybe it was humming tunes and recalling experiences shared long ago. Maybe it was that we have struggled through childhood together. Maybe it's that talking with her has helped me remember my place in the family and the world that I grew up in. My place as a son and a brother. A place obscured and forgotten these many years by so many other roles that I have played. Maybe it's hearing the details of the miracles that have happened recently in her family. Maybe it was her saying that she loves me and feeling that she really meant it. I don't know. I do know that our bond refuses to be weakened by 3,000 miles and 25 years of separation. Thanks for filling me to overflowing, Lynn. I love you and am proud to be your brother. From David. As I looked over my life, I realized that it's actually been quite remarkable. I have crusaded up the mountainside to appease the fearsome smoke goblin. I have sat at the Saman's feet as he cavorted around a blazing fire, shouting, "Watch, watch, watch, watch." I gazed with wonder from behind a bush as a sacred tribal ritual unfolded before my forbidden eyes. I watched the gruesome end of a scoundrel at Dead Man's Lake. I peered at the keeper as he strode forth, cane in hand, to fetch a hapless doe, and cheered from the stands as a great warrior put his skills to the ultimate test in the to-the-death sporting match. I've been hunted by a wolverine. I ran with a repentant outlaw through the heights and depths of great mountains, scrambling with him to escape vengeance. I have gazed into a dying fire and watched the terrifying name of my friend appear in the cold. I sailed across the lake with a cannibal king. I have eaten gumdrops with a kookaburra. I have measured a marigold. I have marched with all the lambs in Idaho and led my followers through the greenwood. I have eaten tapioca pudding snooping down by the station early in the morning and check my muck in others' dustpans. I have wept by the waters of Babylon. I have spun a web in the moonlight. I have waited beneath the pearly white blossom for the fairies to sing. I once followed the long, long, winding trail to the land of my dreams, and when I arrived, I held the sunshine in my arms. All these things I have done thanks to you. This is from Laura on talking long distance to Johnny yesterday. You sounded so good, so happy. It's always been your dream to be in the drum corps, and now you've made it. I'm glad. Yet the house is so quiet. I couldn't help but think of the time we found the dead mouse under the stove. I giggled as you held it by the tail and waved it in front of our screeching sisters. I hated it when you'd act so childish and provoked me until I got mad and pinched you, which inevitably led to a fight. One of us screeched you for Mom. You always started it. We'd sit in your room listening to Sting on your stereo while we talked about girls, boys, and kissing, rating our smooches on a scale of 1 to 10. When we danced, people cleared space. We flew across the floor, my skirts pedaling outward as you twirled me. I laughed at the look on people's faces when I told them you were my younger brother. You were always around, someone to pick on, play with, talk to, just a brother. So why, after hanging up the phone last night, did I cry?